Woman walks out of the house holding divorce papers, smiling as she says loudly, "Thank goodness. My divorce is finally official." The daughter says nervously, "Mom, please don't divorce Dad." The mother responds angrily, "Oh, stop it. Your father and I are already divorced." Looking at her mother with sadness and helplessness, the daughter asks, "Then what will happen to us? If you leave too, where are we supposed to go?" The mother cuts her off harshly and says, "That's enough. Stop being so emotional and quit crying. The house and the car belong to me now. Since I've separated from your father, I've taken control of everything. From today on, your father goes his way and I go mine. Anyway, kids, tell me something. Who do you want to live with?" The son calmly replies, "I don't know." The mother turns to her daughters and asks, "And what about you two?" One of the daughters answers softly, "We don't know either." The mother says sternly, "Nobody knows? Fine, then I'm leaving." The father stops her and says, "Wait." Then he turns to his son and says, "Son, you should stay with your mother." The son says sadly, "Dad, that's your decision." The younger sister says quietly, "Dad, I don't want to be separated from my brother." The mother tries to convince her son, "Your mother has everything, a house, a car, and all the business documents. You'll be very happy with me." The father gently explains, "Son, staying with your mother is the better choice. She has a house and a car. You'll have a good life with her. And son, don't come back to me. I have nothing left. I can't give you anything." As the mother leaves with the son, the sisters try to stop them, but their father comforts them and walks away with them. Several years later, a young woman rushes into an office and says, "Dad, I found my brother's address." The father asks in surprise, "Really? How is he doing?" The daughter replies seriously, "Dad, after you and Mom got divorced, Mom remarried very quickly. After that, she never checked on my brother or tried to find out how he was doing. But he never gave up. Through hard work and determination, he built a successful life for himself. Over time, he bought a nice home, married the woman he loved, and started a new chapter in his life." The father says sadly, "He got married and he didn't even tell his father?" The daughter explains, "Dad, my brother has always felt distant from you. Back then, you didn't choose him, so he's probably carried that resentment ever since." The father says firmly, "Send me his address. I'll go see him myself." A little later, seeing her father dressed in old clothes, the daughter asks in surprise, "Dad, what's with that outfit?" The father calmly explains, "Daughter, I'm going to see your brother today. Even after all these years, I want to meet him and speak from my heart. I don't know if he'll forgive me, and I don't know if he'll accept me as his father. But if he does, I'll not only acknowledge him as my son, I'll also transfer 50% of my company's shares to him. So he'll know he has always been important to me." The daughter responds calmly, "Dad, we're both your children. You built this company yourself. If you want to give half of it to my brother, I have no objection." The father says happily, "Excellent. Prepare $1 million in cash and the share transfer documents. Bring them to me later." With that, he leaves. A short time later, a security guard sees the old man walking toward a large villa and stops him. The guard says, "Hey, stop right there. Where do you think you're going?" The old man replies politely, "Young man, I'm here to see my son." The guard says angrily, "Look, this is a luxury villa. Your son doesn't live here. If you're here collecting recyclables, go to the neighborhood next door." The old man explains, "I'm not collecting recyclables. I'm really here looking for my son." The guard mocks him, "Just look at yourself. Who would believe that? You're not allowed in here. If you're really here to see your son, call him and have him come get you." The old man answers softly, "I haven't seen him in years. I only have his address. I don't have his phone number." The guard scoffs, "Wow, you don't even know your own son's phone number? You're lying. You look like a suspicious person. Now get out of here." As the guard starts pushing him away, the old man spots his son walking nearby and shouts, "Yang, I finally found you." Yang stops and asks in surprise, "Who are you?" The old man replies, "I'm your father. Don't you recognize me?" Yang quickly tells the guard security, "I don't know this man. Get him out of here." The guard immediately starts shoving the old man away. Seeing his father being pushed around, Yang stops the guard and says angrily, "The day you made that decision was the day you stopped being my father." The father asks seriously, "So, how have you been?" The son replies sarcastically, "I'm doing just fine. But judging by the way you look, it seems things haven't been going so well for you." The father says seriously, "All these years I've been searching for you. I've thought about you constantly. Day and night, I remembered the days we spent together as a family of 4. I know that because of my mistake, you grew up without the love of both your mother and your father." The son says angrily, "Stop. It's been years. What's the point of talking about all this now? Why did you come here today? Just say what you came to say." The father speaks in a painful and emotional voice, "This time, I traveled for 3 days and 3 nights just to come here. I wanted us to remember the beautiful days we once shared and bring back those precious memories. I still love you deeply, and I still worry about you every single day. From the bottom of my heart, I want the distance between us to disappear so we can be together again like we used to be." The son responds angrily, "I don't want that. I'm not interested. Go back where you came from. Security, get him out of here, now." As the security guard starts approaching the old man, the father pulls himself free and shouts, "Son, I had no other choice back then. Taking care of 3 children was incredibly difficult. You were a boy, so I believed you would be stronger. I wanted you to learn how to stand on your own as early as possible. Your sister was a girl, and I was afraid she would struggle struggle if she wasn't with her mother. That's why I left you in your mother's care. Besides, your mother was financially better off than I was. I wanted you to have a good life. Back then, I didn't really have a choice. Anyway, if you don't want me in your life, I'll leave. As the father turns to walk away, the son stops him and asks, over all these years, did you ever regret it? The father answers seriously, no, I never regretted it. But have you ever thought about your father? The son begins to cry and says, I did. At that moment, a young woman walks up and says to her father, Dad, here's the $1 million you asked me to prepare. Here you go. Before taking the card, the man removes his old, worn-out clothes, revealing a brand new, elegant, and expensive suit underneath. As he reaches for the card from his daughter's hand, she says seriously, and these are the company's share transfer documents. Taking the documents, the father turns to his son and says, this $1 million is a gift from me to you and your wife. Take it. The son hesitates and says, no, I can't accept this. The father insists, handing him the card, take it, son, and take this too. This is the agreement transferring shares of my company. Just sign here. 50% of the company will belong to you. You and your sister will each own half. The son asks in shock, is she really my sister? The father explains, yes, she's your biological sister. The sister smiles and says, brother, don't misunderstand Dad because of how he looked today. His life wasn't easy either. There was a time when he had absolutely nothing. But today, he's a successful businessman worth millions. One thing life taught him is that a person's true character is revealed during difficult times. That's why he tested you before revealing the truth. Brother, from now on, you and I will work together as brother and sister. With everyone's love, support, and blessings, we'll make sure Dad enjoys a peaceful and happy retirement. Seeing his children standing together, the father smiles proudly and says, wonderful. Son, daughter, come here. Today, in celebration of Yang's return, I'm hosting a family dinner. Friends, time may pass, but the value of family never fades. Money, houses, and property are temporary, but the bond between parents and children is far more precious than any material possession. Wrong decisions can leave painful scars, but genuine love, forgiveness, and sincerity can heal even the deepest wounds. Those who choose family over wealth ultimately find the greatest happiness and peace in life.